For the style that I posted yesterday, so this is the cutting. I didn't use pattern drafting. This is a freehand cutting. So the first thing I did is to measure my starting point, measure my shoulder, measure my neck, measure my shoulder slant. So for this is the back piece, so I'm going to do the back piece first because it doesn't have a zipper allowance. The zipper allowance is at the front piece. So from your shoulder to the gown length, which is 41, I added ½ inch, which is 41.5. The ½ inch is for seam allowance for the down part. Also, I'm going to add ½ inch to the shoulder slant too, just for the shoulder allowance. So like I said, this is the back piece. So from your shoulder to your nipple, you come up by 2 inches. That is how you get your shoulder length, your armhole length. So you chalk it down, you come down at the shoulder slant. At the shoulder, you come down by 1, and that is your shoulder slant. So you trace the mark from the shoulder slant to the 3 inches width of your neck. So because this is the back piece, you divide your the remaining length of your armhole, you divide it by 2. You come in by ½ inch. This is the back piece. Note, you come in by ½ inch, then you draw your pattern, you draw your armhole curve. So for the shoulder length, the width is 3, the length is 1 because it's the back piece. I also added the ½ inch for the shoulder slant, for the shoulder allowance. So here I'm measuring the shoulder to nipple, the shoulder to waist, the shoulder to hip. So your measurement for the bust divided by 4, that is what you'll do here. I added 1.5 seam allowance, ease allowance. That is ease allowance because it's a free gown, not a fitted gown. I also added 1.5 inches for the seam allowance. Half will be for the seam allowance, while 1 will be like excess inside because I'm going to put pockets. If you've been following me, you will know that I used to advise that when you want to put side pockets, make sure that your seam allowance is like 1. If you are coming across my video for the first time, you can go through my page and see the reason why I said when you want to sew a gown, a skirt, a trouser with side pockets, make sure your seam allowance is like 1 inches, well, like 1 inch. So the next step is to cut out the measurements. Cut out them all. So this is the back piece, like I said. So there is difference between the back, the way you cut the back and the front, especially at the armhole. And also if the back piece is the one with zipper allowance, definitely you have a zipper allowance. So we are done with the first part. Now the next video will be for the back piece.